Welcome to Shah-i-Zinda, one of Central Asia's most mystical places, a breathtaking necropolis containing over 20 medieval mausoleums and sacred buildings. Archaeological evidence shows the early structures date back to the 11th–12th centuries, though only foundations and tombstones remain from that era. Most buildings you see were constructed during the 14th–15th centuries, while the portal and lower structure are relatively recent 19th century additions. The name Shah-i-Zinda means the living king, referring to Kusam ibn Abbas, Prophet Muhammad's cousin, who journeyed from Mecca to spread Islam here in the 7th century. Local legends tell a story. While praying with followers, pagans attacked him. Through divine intervention, he either vanished into miraculous crevice that opened before them, or more dramatically, continued walking after being beheaded, carrying his severed head until reaching the sacred burial ground, hence the name, the living king. Kusam's grave draws countless spiritual pilgrims to Samarkand. During medieval times, visiting the living king was considered equal to performing the Mecca Hajj. Legend claims the water source at the grave possesses miraculous healing powers. This royal necropolis houses royals, nobility, and dignitaries. Every mausoleum forms part of one harmonious composition. Square domed buildings with highlighted portico entrances, richly decorated with glazed bricks, maiolica tiles, and intricate carved mosaics. Passing through Shah-i-Zinda's entrance portal transports you into a realm of legends and mysteries. The complex begins with 40 ascending steps representing the path of repentance and prayer. These stairs are shrouded in captivating myth that still resonate today. Every visitor, believer or tourist, instinctively counts steps both ascending and descending. Legend promises that matching numbers on both journeys means freedom from sin. Watch carefully, and you'll see many people diligently counting, though few understand this tradition's deeper spiritual significance. During medieval times, Kusam's shrine became a place of pilgrimage, a kind of Central Asian Mecca. During this period, the stairs appeared in the mausoleum. They symbolized profound spiritual transformation. Pilgrims recited Quranic verses and contemplated God at each step. Some made this journey internally while sitting beneath the audience roof at the stairway's base. Only after 40 days of preparation did believers climb to the upper mosque and main mausoleum. This happened during daylight hours. Nightfall brought Muslim mystics, the Sufis, who sang devotional songs focused on Allah remembrance. Depending on their theological school, these rites were either silent meditations or loud celebrations. One legend tells of Bahauddin Naqshbandi, the greatest Naqshbandi Sufi order's leader, performing 40 days of prayer here. Each day, step by step, he ascended while praying. Upon reaching the final step, he witnessed a white horse rider rapidly approaching. The Sufi feared being trampled, but the mysterious rider suddenly stopped, studied the master's face, and asked him something profound. Amazed pilgrims watching from below saw the unknown rider, after finishing his conversation, wheel his horse around and vanish as mysteriously as he'd appeared. According to legend, this was Kusam ibn Abbas himself, testing the great master at his spiritual journey's pinnacle. Following this miraculous encounter, The mausoleum attracted even more pilgrims who performed their devotion during Thursday to Friday nights. Their chanted prayers echoed hauntingly through ancient domes and arches, creating an atmosphere of divine connection that continues drawing seekers from across the world. Today, whether you're a believer seeking spiritual renewal or simply appreciating architectural magnificence, Shah-i-Zinda offers an unforgettable journey through centuries of faith, legend, and human devotion. Sultan Ulugh Beg, Timur's grandson, who chose books of the battles, sparking a remarkable 15th century renaissance in science, art, and astronomy. His revolutionary observatory produced astronomical tables mapping 1,018 stars. They calculated the star year's length with less than 1 minute's error, all with the naked eye, no telescopes. The five-domed structure contains an extraordinary 18-meter sarcophagus believed to hold Prophet Daniel's remains, revered by Muslims, Jews, and Christians. When Timur struggled conquering Syria, advisors blamed Prophet Daniel's protective presence there. After finally succeeding, Timur brought back the Prophet's remains to Samarkand. The oversized tomb was built to honor him, and legend says a natural spring miraculously appeared right there. On Samarkand's northern outskirts lies Afrasiab, ancient ruins perched on high hills that once housed a magnificent city. For generations, locals called this empty landscape Afrasiab City, believing legends about mythical Terran king who founded a great metropolis here. They were closer to truth than they knew. This is actually pre-Mongol Samarkand, thriving from the 6th century BC until 1220. After surviving countless invasions, Samarkand finally met its match in Genghis Khan. The Mongol ruler ordered complete destruction, every building razed to dust. The devastation was so thorough that survivors were too terrified to rebuild on cursed ground. Instead, they settled in the hill's base, and modern Samarkand grew around this haunting wasteland. Ancient Afrasiab was truly impressive. Massive fortified walls protected a ruler's palace. Bustling markets, mosques, bathhouses, caravanserais, residential quarters, and workshops. One famous workshop even produced paper. The city boasted sophisticated infrastructure, including an advanced water system with lead pipe networks, evidence of remarkable cultural sophistication. Today's barren field barely hints at former glory, though archaeologists have uncovered treasures like exquisite painted murals now displayed in Afrasiab Museum, offering glimpses into the lost civilization's artistic achievements. Welcome to Siyob Bazaar, Samarkand's largest and most vibrant marketplace. This impressive dome structure houses multiple pavilions packed with countless shopping stalls, creating a sensory feast. Remember, Samarkand has been the Silk Road's ultimate cultural crossroads and trading powerhouse for centuries. Through the rise and fall of empires, the merchant spirit here has never died. It simply evolved and adapted. Centuries of Silk Road travelers and conquering empires left their mark on everything. Traditional Uzbek handicrafts, cooking techniques, and trading customs all bear this rich cultural influences. Want to truly understand Samarkand's heritage? Well, there is no better way than wandering these bustling aisles, haggling with friendly merchants, and discovering local treasures. The final resting place of Timur, though it wasn't originally meant for him, lies in a mausoleum known as the Gur-e-Amir, or the Tomb of the King. This magnificent mausoleum was built for his cherished grandson, and chosen heir, who tragically died in 1403. The loss completely devastated Timur. He poured his grief into creating something extraordinary, an opulent masterpiece with gold plating and exquisite craftsmanship fit for his beloved successor. Ironically, Timur never saw its completion. When he died, his grandson, Ulugh Beg, finished the construction. Though Timur had already prepared his own tomb back in his hometown Shah-i-Zinda, fate decided Gur-e-Amir would become his eternal home alongside descendants and his spiritual mentor. But here is where things get spooky. Above the entrance lurks the infamous Curse of Timur, an inscription warning that anyone disturbing the conqueror's remains will face terrible misfortune. In 1942, Soviet anthropologists opened Timur's tomb for study. That exact same day, Hitler launched his fateful Stalingrad offensive, the disastrous campaign that marked Nazi Germany's beginning of the end in Russia. Coincidence? Perhaps. But locals will tell you the curse of Timur proved devastatingly real.